You both said today that you love each other, and I believe it, but I'm trying to tell you, love is not enough for a successful marriage. There's so many other things that go in it. It's not just about you anymore.
Here is today's case.
You say that Mr. Ozuna is displaying inappropriate behavior.
When we went out to dinner and we came home, he had a pair of panties on his door.
Okay.
I'm a small girl, okay? And those panties are too big to be mine.
I don't bring a lot of girls over.
You went through crazy experiences. The crazy is following you all the way here to divorce court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, as you know, for the first time on divorce court, we have a virtual audience and it's filled with your superfans. Today's superfan of the day is Marshawn from Lancaster, California.
Marshawn, welcome to divorce court. We're so happy to have you with us.
Your Honor, this is the case of Hansen versus Ozuna.
Thank you, Juan. Miss Dominica Hansen?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought Mr. Anthony Ozuna to divorce court today. I understand the two of you have been in a relationship for a year and a half. But you're having a number of issues that you want to try to resolve here today so you can see if the two of you can move forward.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll start with you, Miss Hansen. Tell me what's happening. How did the two of you meet?
We first met at work through my company. I'm a dancer, a professional dancer, and we pretty much go to you. So if you guys ever have like a house party or a bachelor's party or pretty much any kind of party or celebration, the drivers take us to you. And I met Anthony. He got hired on as a driver.
Got it. What kind of dancing do you do?
Strip dancing.
Okay, like striptease?
Yeah, striptease.
More like an exotic dancer?
Yes.
Got it. And he was the driver?
Yes.
All right, well, that's some job you have.
It was an awesome job.
Give me some background of your relationship. Why do you think you're here in divorce court after only a year and a half?
I'm tired of the accusations of being accused of lying, cheating, looking at other women. You know, it's getting annoying. Not just annoying, it's just that it's affecting our relationship. She's always mad at me. I'm always looking at the ground when we go out and stuff to like.
When you say you look at the ground, you're looking at the ground because otherwise she accuses you of looking at other women?
She accuses me of looking at other women that walk by.
So, Ms. Hansen, you say that Mr. Ozuna is displaying inappropriate behavior that has made you feel repeatedly insecure. Why don't you give me some examples of what you're talking about, ma'am?
I would say a good example is because I got breast implant surgery, and he was actually the one that was supposed to take care of me, but instead my roommates did. And then I could only go from my bedroom to the bathroom. I couldn't move as much at all. And as I'm laying down in bed, I get a phone call from one of the dancers saying that he's having a girl kiss up on him in his car, which shouldn't even be in the front of his car. She should be in the back. And my thing is like, if you have someone kiss up on you, out of respect, if you're with someone, then you should push them away or kick them out the car. I don't see why no guy can do that. That's what I don't understand.
So that was the first thing that happened, that the biggest red flag to you?
Yes, that was my biggest red flag. And like after that, I was so mad. I didn't even talk to him for like days. And
you were at home recovering.
Yeah.
You say he was out kissing someone else. Is that true, sir?
At work.
No, that was not true. No, not true at all. This is what happened. I took her home from her surgery. I talked to her roommate, said, hey, this is the medication she has to take. Make sure she takes it on time. I have to go to work. I went to work. I had to drive this girl, two girls to a show. They got wasted. She thought I was another driver. So she tried kissing on me. I'm over here driving on the freeway, telling her, no, I'm not that driver. I'm not this driver. You need to sit back. I had to pull over, put a seatbelt on, finish the drive back to the office and tell my boss, hey, I don't want her in my car tonight. I don't want to drive with her tonight. And then I get a phone call. Who were you kissing on? I wasn't kissing on nobody.
So according to you, you did everything right.
Yeah.
Everything you could do in that situation.
Yes.
It's a tough job, but somebody has to do it. How do you manage every night, sir?
That was just that one night. Usually they don't get that drunk. They get
All
that
these women
drunk,
throwing themselves at you.
That was the first one that threw themselves at me.
But you understand the industry that you're in. Could what he said today be the truth? I mean, sounds like he's being pretty forthcoming about it. Why don't you believe
that, Your Honor?
Honestly, I would believe that, but every guy knows you should take action and not let that allow that.
But it sounds like he did take action. He was driving.
Not enough. Why would you let somebody still kiss up on you and not kick him out, or at least push him?
So you don't believe him?
No. I mean, if the dancers tell me and then my boss tells me, then that's not something that doesn't sound right.
They're gonna believe?
But the two of you get past that. Even though you say you don't believe him, you're upset about it.
Honestly, because of that and a couple other things is why I have trust issues. Because another incident was when we went out to dinner and we came home, he had a pair of panties on his door, on his room door.
All right. She was with me the night before. I spent the night at her house. We go the next day to go see a movie, right? We go see a movie. There's a pair of panties on my door. My roommate put them on the door. My male roommate put them on the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Why would he do that?
He thought they were hers.
Oh.
I don't bring a lot of girls over, you know? I haven't been in a relationship in the past 8 years.
Okay.
Like, I've dated, but not in an actual relationship.
But if your roommate put the underwear on your door, that means he didn't know whose they were.
He didn't know who they were. He thought they were hers. So I had to go ask him, hey,
How many
can you
people do
talk
you
to
live
her?
with?
It was 2 other people. I asked him, hey, can you go tell her what you did so she can stop being so mad at me?
Did you know she was coming over that day when she came
No,
over?
we were together that day. We were together all day. We went, had a few drinks, went to the movies, then went to my house to go lay down and watch more movies.
And so when you arrived at your apartment that night, that's when the discovery was made. So you both made that discovery at the same time?
Yes.
Well, I
So
actually
why do
made
you
it
think
first.
he would, because you don't think he put the underwear on the door,
Well,
knowing
actually-
that the two of you would go back at some point, right?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm the one that made the discovery first because honestly, I'm a small girl, okay? And those panties are too big to be mine. I don't wear no big underwear like this.
So you don't believe him about this either?
No. Okay.
Why?
Why would you? Okay, if you live with roommates, right? That's a couple. So you obviously have another female in there, right? So how would that look with another person's underwear on your man's door, where her boyfriend's right in his room next door?
The roommate also lives there with his girlfriend, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. She gets text messages. It's a random number saying, let's go out to dinner.
I've gone through 9 phones, including my phone he recently just
How many?
cracked. 9 phones.
What's the reason? What's the rationale for throwing the phone? Is it gonna make the data in the phone disappear? At some point, someone has to get some act right. You've gone back and forth about why you don't trust each other, really. Because what's the issue with the phones? You said you've had to get multiple phones?
I've gone through 9 phones, including my phone he recently just
How many?
cracked. 9 phones.
Why?
And because he likes to throw them when he gets
throw mine
mad.
first.
He likes to throw them
You
and
like
break
to
them.
throw
Like
mine
just
first.
recently, he threw my phone over the storage, so the front of my screen already has 2 cracks on it.
First things first.
And it's expensive replacing my phones. And not only that, but every time I go into my phone company, how am I going to explain that? Hey, I need to get another phone. Oh, wait, this is my 9th phone that I'm getting.
She threw my phone on top of a roof because she thought I was staring at another girl's butt at work.
So you threw his phone?
Yes.
She threw my phone on top of the roof. So guess what? You're gonna do something to my
But I
phone,
had a-
I'm gonna do something right
But
back.
honestly, I had
And so
a-
you've been throwing her phones ever since.
Yeah.
according
No,
to her.
she throws my phone. She always goes for my phone
Phone number
first.
9.
Phone number 9 for me too.
And phones are not
so,
cheap.
so I understand she's throwing your phones because at some point, somebody has to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
At some point, someone has to get some act right, is what I call it. Because neither one of you are doing that. So let me talk to you. You're throwing her phone multiple times. Tell me how that's working out for you.
We're both losing money, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so
What's the reason? What's the
phone-wise-
rationale for throwing the phone? Is it going to make the data in the phone disappear?
No, it's not. But here's the thing. Like, I get text messages from family members, and then she gets text messages from her brother. Like, she didn't save the number. It's a random number saying, let's go out to dinner. And then she texts back, okay, bro, sounds good.
That made you throw the phone?
So I asked her, who the hell is this? She's like, oh, that's my brother. Because she did the same thing to me.
So, and it
my
was
cousin.
actually her brother.
Yeah, it was actually her
And
brother.
she had actually responded, okay, bro. So
Yeah.
when she said bro, that did not give you any indication that
calls
that actually
everyone
meant
bro.
brother?
She calls everyone bro.
I did not. I only call my brother bro.
So you mean to tell me that message made you throw a phone? Because you didn't believe that it was actually her brother, even after seeing bro.
No, I didn't believe it because she calls all her friends bro.
Now I'm gonna talk to you. What made you throw his phone on top of a roof?
Because I was mad because, okay, what happened was we were laying down in bed, right? And we both have to get up early for work in the morning. His phone keeps on blowing up at 2 to 3 in the morning, going off all crazy. So I look at his phone and I see a text message saying, hey, I'm gonna come over and cook dinner for you. That's why I get mad. And then it shows the girl's name.
So who did he say it was?
He said supposedly it was his cousin that likes to cook dinner for him, and she was gonna come over and cook dinner. How's she gonna come over and cook where you have roommates where you guys don't even cook?
Was it your cousin?
It was my cousin. I even called her.
So
To prove
your
the point.
brother
She didn't even call her brother.
invites you to dinner, phone's tossed.
Yeah.
Her
'cause-
cousin,
Yeah.
My cousin.
your cousin, says she wants to come over and cook dinner for you, phone is thrown on the roof.
Yeah.
Yep.
How old are y'all?
I'm
'Cause
26.
I literally just had a case with two 19-year-olds.
Well, actually, I
And
turned.
they act more mature
I
than both of
turned-
you combined. And you're 31.
Yeah.
Do either of you have children?
No.
No children, but we do
That
have
is what
our-
we can all be thankful for here in this courtroom today. And you're in court today, you want to point the finger at the other person and stand before me and say, no, yes, I did this, but he's doing worse, or he's doing more, or she's doing this. I only did this because she did this first. What are you, a third grader?
No, Your Honor, I'm not. But she doesn't let me speak up. Like when I try talking to her or try to communicate with her, right away her temperature goes to 100, over 100 degrees. Why? Because she doesn't trust me. She puts her past relationships into our relationship. We started off good.
You can't be a personal trainer because you think you training women would be an issue.
It would be an issue.
Is
I
that
already
true?
know it's going to be an issue.
Because he likes to look at girls' butts. A girl at work with a big old booty and she had a big butt, he would turn around and look.
You both feel like you're victims, but you're both also instigators. And that's the problem. If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. What is it about your past relationships? Why does he say that you're bringing your past into this relationship?
Honestly, with all of my relationships, I've been hurt a lot, and I've been through some crazy relationships, which is also why it took me a long time today, or why I also have trust issues too. Like, everything in the beginning was fine until I started seeing similar signs with him.
You've been through crazy relationship, but you're bringing the crazy into this one too.
But none that will ever jeopardize my job, or both of my jobs, really.
How's it jeopardizing your job?
So, for the retail job, like, we literally get off of work at lunch, and this guy walks out from work. He's like, oh, are you guys just now getting off work? I was like, yes. And that's all I said. I went around, walked myself back into the car, and sat down. The guy also starts saying something else. He gets all mad, and he starts going off on the guy. So him, the other guy, and there's like two other guys in the car, they're going at it, and then he goes out. Everyone at work is watching, which is embarrassing. Everyone's in the parking lot watching me. And then he goes out in his car, and he grabs a crowbar from his trunk.
Your Honor, I was out.
And there's no need for all that. I'm like, dude, you're literally on cameras. There's cameras everywhere, including the parking lot. People are watching us.
What were you gonna do with the crowbar?
Beat
I
him
was
with
going to
it.
defend myself against 4 other people. That's what I was going to do.
You were being attacked?
No.
He wasn't. They were
this
just
is
in the
what
car.
happened. We go to lunch. She takes off her shirt. She's in a sports bra. And then they say something to her. They start hollering at her. She gets in the car. He still tries to holler at her and says, hey, I'm going to steal your So.
That was disrespectful.
Disrespectful, right? I tell him, hey, shut up. Shut your mouth or get out the car. He's like, oh, let's go across the street. I'm like, I ain't stupid. Come out here and fight me like a man in front of all these people. He's like, no. I'm like, all right, you want to take all 4 of you guys? Here. I go in my trunk, I grab my crowbar.
Because you thought otherwise that it was going to be a jumping situation.
It's always a jumping situation.
But nothing happened, right? The situation
Nothing
was diffused.
happened. I got back in the car. She came out the car.
I had to
told me
put
get
him
back
in the car. I literally had to tell him to stop because we're at
Let
work.
me tell
I
y'all
literally had to
something.
talk
Let me
him
tell you
down.
something. And you said that you want to be a personal trainer? And what is the reason you're not pursuing that?
Because her jealousy.
So you're saying that you can't be a personal trainer because you think you training women would be an issue?
It would be an issue.
Is that
I already
true?
know it's going to be an issue.
No.
Does he have to look at the ground when you go to the store?
Because he likes to look at girls' butts. He says that, okay, my butt's fine, right? But yeah, a girl at work with a big old booty and she had a big butt, he would turn around and look. Seriously. It's like,
She
if you
brought
don't...
that up.
Hold on a second. I just want to make sure I understand. So when you walk out of courtroom today and you're leaving, he has to look at the floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see?
Or look somewhere else or
Controlling,
look
ain't it?
around. Because he doesn't think that I see him looking at other girls, and I see when he does. Especially if they have a
Let
big
me tell you
butt.
something. I don't want the two of you to leave here today and be on your 10th phone when you leave.
Oh, my
so
phone's
let's try to
completely off.
resolve something. Because all the fights and all the phones and all the issues, I really haven't heard one concrete reason for all the conflict between the two of you other than just your own misperceptions and imaginations and issues and you being hypervigilant because you say you've been cheated on in every other relationship. You went through crazy experiences and you're bringing it into this one. The crazy is following you all the way here to divorce court.
I just feel like I'm
So now I don't know. Well, I've heard enough. Because you both feel like you're victims, but you're both also instigators.
I was gonna say not appreciated.
And that's the problem.
I was gonna say, like, he doesn't make me feel like I'm appreciated. Like,
Well,
I feel insecure because
Miss Hansen, you can't micromanage the person that you're with when you're together and then conjure up all these issues because you're insecure when you're apart. And that's what's happening. I'm gonna tell you what happens when you get into a relationship. You know what it's really about? It's about taking a risk, and you risk being hurt. That is life. You take a risk. In anything you do, in anything you want to pursue that's worth having, you take a risk. Sometimes you get hurt. But what you can't do is think that you're going to constantly get out in front of it and be hypervigilant, hyperactive, and think you're gonna catch the other person before it happens. And that's the way you're gonna protect yourself. I'm not saying you're cheating. I have no evidence of that whatsoever. I believe you when you said you handled the situation with the dancer and her kissing on you the way you said you handled it. Yeah. I actually believe him. I do not think there is a situation that he could tell you where he did something right that you would actually credit him because of your own issues with the past. You can't control people like that. The two of you are trying to control each other, and you shouldn't want to. And Mr. Ozuna, I'm gonna say this to you because I think that your girlfriend does have trust issues. She said it today, she admitted it. One of you has to be the bigger person at some point and say, this is not what I'm going to do, and not do tit for tat, which is what's been happening between the two of you. Mm-hmm. Because it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna look to you. Mm-hmm. This is not normal, and this is not healthy behavior. You have to learn, even when you're angry, how to manage your anger in a healthy way. It does not include throwing phones. We're gonna take your phones when you leave court today, because y'all don't need to have them. So that's what you have to resolve. You have to decide if you're willing to take a risk on love and stop being so jealous and insecure and trying to micromanage and control each other's lives. So one of you decide to stop the pattern. And I'm looking at you because I think you're closer to doing that than she is right now.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to be the leader if the two of you wanna continue to date.
I'm trying to. I'm honestly to the point to where I don't want to date.
I can understand that. That's my advice to both of you, Mr. Ozuna. Mm-hmm. If something doesn't change when you leave, you deserve to be in a relationship where you don't have to watch each other and have to try to control each other. Good luck to both of you.
When it comes to Jurisprig's verdict, I do believe I have to work on my trust, but at the same time, I want to see more improvement between us both.
Honestly, with Judge Fate's verdict, I need to stop fighting fire with fire. I do need to be a bigger person, be the bigger man, start leading. You know, I love her, I trust her, but she just needs to learn to start, hey, stop being so controlling, stop with the insecurities. She doesn't need the insecurities.
I could see it lasting, but definitely a lot of issues, because you never really know how it might fully go. So I'm kind of I would just say I'm going along with it just to see where it goes.